The samurai. The samurai are warriors from Japan that are known for their armor and from fights in movies and TV. They are known for being honorable warriors covered in beautiful yet terrifying armor, topped with over-the-top helmets, and fought with katanas on the front lines in glorious battles. Or at least according to most media they are. While some things cross over from media about samurai, most are off or glorified, especially in Western depictions of the Japanese samurai era. Samurai often wore bulky armor, made to terrify the enemies, with decorative menroi, also known as the helmets and mask. While these warriors could have been on the front lines, most times they were cavalry used to scare opposing armies more than anything. Closer to what we believe samurai are, in this sense, are ashigaru. Ashigaru were foot soldiers who fought in the front lines. And while these are somewhat closer in some depictions, they are also off in many others, as they used pole weapons and firearms later into the Japanese samurai era. Samurai were often trained in archery and in the use of spears more than samurai swords. Even then, the fights that did occur with swords were completely different than how is shown in media in a lot of shows. Most movies and TV shows show fights with swords where they clashed repeatedly, which is a very rare occurrence that almost never happened, or at least to the extent that is shown in shows and movies. Most katanas would not be able to take the force of that many hits by another blade before chipping or bending. In real-life samurai encounters, the fights hinged more on avoiding your opponent's attacks and finding openings to strike, rather than the clashing that is shown. Later in the samurai era, firearms began to be used more and more, and samurai swords were needed far less. Most views of samurai have evolved from books such as Eiji Yoshikawa's Musashi, the Hagakure, Miyamoto Musashi's The Book of Five Rings, and many others. This then evolved into movies such as Seven Samurai, Senjuro, and The 47 Ronin. One way you may have seen depictions is through anime and mangas, as they have boomed in popularity in the Western sphere, with examples such as Vagabond, Samurai Champloo, and Rurouni Kenshin. These are often depicting over-the-top fights that are glorified in a way that fiction does, but can lead to not knowing what is real or fake, and believing what is untrue to be true. I do not wish to ruin any of the media you've watched or read, but to separate fact from fiction, as it is often hard to do with some media. I wish for those to have a better idea of what true samurai are, so the idea of the real are not overlooked by the dramatized, and for people to understand how the media has affected how we view feudal Japanese warriors, the samurai. I've since the last video done much research on editing, how to record voice lines in a better way, thumbnail editing. I've done a bunch to try and learn how to do this better, and thank you to those who put in input, who contacted me. Thank you. My goal is just to have content that I would enjoy. I'm still working on writing scripts. This is the second script I've ever written for anything, not just videos. So I'm getting used to making them personalized and making them not just be, just like reading off Wikipedia pages with some personalization, but I'm getting there. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful day.